Well, I got to the road. Apparently it's closed. So my plan of, getting a taxi from here back home is not going to work. So I have to be mindful about the time because I also have a dental appointment today. And yeah, that's the hike. That's where I need to go. And can you believe I climbed all the way from the valley, the lowest point of the valley, to this highest point. And somehow I thought that this is an active road, but it's actually not, which is kind of like upsetting and lonely to be here all by myself. And that's where the city is and the diamond head. Okay, so no, not a single human. Don't see anybody. Okay, I'll make my decision now, I guess, if I should continue with the hike. I think it's gonna go up there. I feel like, I'm not sure. Or maybe it's time for me to go back and go to the Waikiki, where it's, of course, never raining, and it's great. And if you look at me, that's what my faith is. There you go. Oh shit. Oh, actually, okay. It is an active road, but it says detour ahead. I have no idea what it means. Oh, it says road closed over there. Okay, I'm confused. Anyways, maybe it's open for local people to only. Okay, I got it. I think the signs indicate that. Oh, I'm so happy, people. The sign indicates that this is where the road is closed. Only open for local traffic. Because I see the houses here. Like, I'm like, how are they getting here? Well, it's a good thing, because I like that this place has the access. And I'm really, really obsessed about safety. Yeah. Okay. As you see, it's raining. Cannot see the valley from that side. And let's see. If I continue, it's another at least mile and a half, I guess. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, mile and a half. And looks like I made my choice again. At least I feel much better to be in this jacket now that I'm up here. It's more cooler. So the next stage is Kalawahine Trail. And I feel like this one leads me all the way to the Pauloa. Hope I pronounced it correctly. Either Pauloa or Pauloa Flats. And I guess I'm going further. Now, this is the view. Finally, now we're talking. Dry, amazing, beautiful. This is what I wanted. I didn't want to know, like, tropical crazy rain. This is what I wanted. But I guess it's not a restaurant. Right? You cannot order things. Oh my gosh, look. And now I know why they put bench in here. And I'm gonna get you closer. This is the harbor city, I think it's called. I don't know. Pearl Harbor. Oh my gosh, could not remember it. But basically, it's the airport area and the Pearl Harbor area. Okay. So far, this road makes me think that I made the right choice in continuing, although some climbing up, the rain is getting a little bit more stronger, but so is the wind, which is amazing, because now that I am, actually I'm not sure about the elevation, but I was all the way into the valley. I didn't realize that it's going to be just like it usually is in the valleys. It's going to be incredibly hot. Here, absolutely nice, fresh. Okay. So, as I transitioned last time from Oʻahu to Pauoa, I remember it was this nice tree valley, looked so good. So I am just thinking, speculating that it's going to be like that. What I did earlier, it was really crazy. All the bushwhacking and little turns and ups and downs, and it was mildly steep at some time, in some period of time. But here, it's much better. We'll see. Whew. Last time when I was there, I met people, like safeguards. I don't know, how do you call them? Like they're going all around trails, and last time nobody called out for them, but they're still hiking and are still in the areas just in case if somebody will need them. Last time we met them, and I told them that I came all the way from Manoa Falls, and they said that they came all the way from the that way, the same way that I came in today from, and it's longer. And I was like, whoa, maybe next time I'll do it. And here I am. Okay. I saw a few cars that makes me think that these people are here. Last time I met two couples on my way to the Pauoa Flats, and it was kind of nice, even though I enjoy doing it alone. Just some company like that makes you feel a little like reassured. But okay, I'm getting used to it, although I was native snail habitat. Oh, interesting. So got used to the presence of people lately that now it feels a little bit empty. And all this empty space is like trying to get busy with vlogging and thinking. Because now, as I'm telling you this, I feel like I'm transitioning into an insight that lately I noticed how I got this one interesting habit lately. When I want to procrastinate, one thing is to do something stupid, but this is much better. Another thing is that when you find yourself busy with more, let's say, useful things, so when you're just when you need to do some stuff, something that is maybe inconvenient, like pursuing big dream. Super inconvenient. And what I found is that sometimes we can procrastinate and doing something stupid which we can feel guilty for, but there are more enjoyable ways of procrastinating. And I noticed that every time I feel empty inside, something is missing. I started organizing events, meeting up with people, hanging out with my partner almost every day. Like before would not be like that. What I was talking about before I got interrupted is that people do, and I do that too, and probably you do too. When we procrastinate, we tend to feel uncomfortable when there are things that we need to do. For some reason we don't do it, and then we find all of the almost like things that we are the reasons to get busy, basically. And I remember I did that back in the days before my depression got worse. I felt like I wanted to do, there were so many dreams, so many directions in life to take, but I was just resisting and going there. And then at some point I just felt like that my body started resisting me more and more and more. And then, as you know, and this is what my theory is, and not just mine, but mine, I mean from my experience as well, is that the more you resist in living your authentic self-life, the more problems you will encounter with your body, with emotional or basically like mental or physical health. So what I wanted to say is that there is this thing that I want to do for a decade now. A decade is to try myself at writing, but not just, I mean, it's getting more serious and serious and serious, and not just post writing or whatever, actually book writing. And throughout many years I've collected drafts and drafts and drafts. Wait a second, this thing, I think it's creating an extra noise. It's going to bother video sound. So I believe that book writing and writing and being a thought leader and expressing my thoughts and all of that, it's something that has to do with my purpose. Because every time I do it, I feel happy and I feel deeply fulfilled and expressed, and I feel like this is me. Finding that part within myself was one of the hardest things that I've ever done in my life. And this is how I also developed my own theory on the parts. I mean, on the parts, it's not mine, but the way how I work with it. It's just that we create those parts within us. Maybe like, depending on you. I have a part that is like survival part, and then I develop life and I live a life based on experiences. Wait a second. Experiences that are solely concentrated on the surviving. And then there is this part within me, within you, that is who you really are before you were traumatized, before you decided to pursue a different life, basically. A life that keeps you safe, but does not fulfill you, like, at a very emotional and a very, I apologize, on a very, like, spiritual level too. So connecting to this part for me was incredibly difficult. It came online with lots of tears, emotions that I had to process, traumas that I had to process. It was difficult. It's not like when in spiritual community they call it awakening. I mean, there's so many words you can call it, but it doesn't come as like, hey, now I know who I am. No, it comes as, is that shit is who I am? It comes out of, I mean, this is how it went offline in the first place. The opening up authentic self-art could be difficult. It can come in with lots of shame, lots of guilt and hatred and disgust and all the emotions. I've been working through them for a few or many years now. I don't know. Active work for 5 years. This part is connected to this talent of mine related to writing. I already know about its existence, and I've been working through it and healing and all of that, but now it's time to get more serious and take it to a whole new level. And through the million of drafts that I've done in many years, so many books that I've started, never finished, and ideas that I've started, I feel like now is the time, and now it's all coming together. Can you believe it? I am writing a book, and I have no idea, but I've been actively doing it this year. I promised myself and I set the plan and all of that to finish it this year. And then I got interrupted with the Hawaiʻi 3 months and all of that, even though I think that it eventually like just contributed to the book writing, I think. But now it's time to take it further, and it's actually coming up good, but it's triggering, it's difficult. It's like what has to be done is that I need to connect with that authentic self part even deeper, take it further, and all the things why it went down eventually comes to the surface. And as I am closer and closer to achieving it, guess what? It's more difficult. There are more resistance, and as a result, more procrastination. And it's nice. I mean, it's one thing when you procrastinate with, I don't know, some stupid stuff. But the other thing is when you feel like, oh, you know, when it seems real. And it does, and it is real. Like, I was actually busy, but I know that I could feel it at the times when it was time for me to just stay alone and feel that emptiness and feel this nagging feeling of that, feel like it's time now. Let me show you around. So when I felt like it's time now to continue, and the better it gets, the harder it gets with the resistance. And even after 5 years of healing, actively self-discovering myself, do you get me now when I say that there is an authentic part within you? It's just no wonder it's hard to access. Can you believe how much stuff there is within? Even like, for example, it takes me that long, and I'm pretty sure I'm not alone in experiencing traumas and wait a second, where am I? Let's see. Okay, that's where I am. This is the Manoa Cliff. This is the continuing. Yeah, this is where I'm gonna go. So I went through here to here, 0.1 mile, probably going up, and a little bit more. according to the map, I do have 0.4 miles. We'll see. I'm curious. I'm pretty sure it's gonna go up at some point because or maybe no, I have no idea. But when I was at the Palolo Flats, it was so up into the, like, I mean, you saw the view, right? If you didn't, go and see. Okay, let me put the camera like that. So what I'm trying to say is that, and I don't know, ask yourself, like, maybe to understand me, you need to ask yourself, like, do you do that? Do you procrastinate? Like, usually this translates as loneliness. So when people feel lonely, when they are just on their own with their own thoughts, they really like panic. They feel horrible, and they try to sign up for all possible like events and new hobbies and new stuff to do, like new projects. This is just how much we are afraid to be left alone with those parts looking at us and be like, where will you do that thing you wanted? Remember how you, oh yeah, and now we're going up. Remember how you dreamed about it. Are you going to do something about it or no? So this is one of the reasons why coaching industry is thriving, because people understand that to go through this resistance, this is why it was formed originally. This is why you are not living your authentic self-life. That's why it's difficult. If it was easy, then you would not have problem living it in the first place. But if you don't, then I guess it's going to be difficult to like do it on your own. I had a whole team doing it with me. I had a psychologist and I had a coach, and on top of that, let me just, I don't want to fall. On top of that, I also had a mentor. And even then, even now, having all the tools, people, it can feel difficult. So I've been procrastinating a lot lately, trying to get away from those thoughts, but now that I'm alone and it feels empty, even though I'm recording it all, I'm processing a lot. I know that when I'm back home, I will take all those instruments that I was given to into powering through this block of, I'm so afraid of doing it actually. Like, I don't know what will happen, like it feels like the end of the world, but it feels like, how can I be that? It's like, we are afraid of happiness much more than we are afraid of failure. Because we can get used to so much shit, and then it's difficult, so difficult to feel happy, be happy. And I heard somewhere not long ago that the therapy is here for us to not learn to tolerate that shit we've been through. Help us learn to tolerate happiness again. Because it is difficult, and I don't know how about you. In my culture, we have all these programs that if you're happy, if you are doing things for yourself, then God will punish you and you're a bad person and all of that. So analyze how is it for you and your culture, and I'll give myself a break in continuing climbing. Maybe I can speed it up a bit. See you when I will finally reach. Maybe I'll see something scenic, but If not, then when I will see this cross with Aihualama Trail. And see you.